since I posted my last video about what are the things that you need to consider in buying a property here in the Philippines. And if you guys don't watch that video yet, I suggest you to watch that so you may understand what are the documents that I'm talking about in this vlog. And a lot of you guys is asking me to do a house tour, a garden tour, or even a day in my life here in the province. But I guess before I film that, it's better if you know more knowledge about buying a property. Don't you worry guys, if I reach the 1,000 subscribers, I will do that for you. I promise that. So, moving on, if you're like me and you want to process the title under your name, and you don't want to hire an agent or broker to do that for you, and to be practical, if you want to save the 50,000 pesos or more for the processing fee, this video may help you. Disclaimer, again, I'm not a pro, and this video information is based on our experience in processing the title. But before we start this vlog, I want you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button for more lifestyle tips.
Welcome to Voiceover of Anna. Since I bought a property here in Siquijor Island, the first thing that I did was I went to the Land Registration Authority or Registry of Deeds in the province of Siquijor that is located at Barangay Helen Larena. Here are the list of requirements that I've got in their office. You can also see here that some of particular requirements have a location where can I get that document. First, photocopy of identification card of the presenter. You can present any valid government ID, but I suggest if you have a teen ID, it's much better. If the heirs like to sell the property to the third party, they should execute extrajudicial settlement with absolute sale. The difference if have sale is subject to have a capital gain tax, documentary stamp tax, and estate tax. How to execute extrajudicial settlement? First, all the heirs need to go to the lawyer or the notary public to execute extrajudicial settlement of estate. It's much better if they go there personally to the notary public and to sign the documents. But for example, if the person wasn't able to go, they can also do an SPA or special power of attorney, and it must have a representative sign the documents in their behalf. In extrajudicial settlement, it must indicate the property description of the lot area. Don't forget to ask each heirs a photocopy of their government valid ID. If they have teen ID, it's much better. And for the deceased, don't forget to ask the heirs a certified true copy of death certification. These requirements you need to have in paying the estate tax. Seller will turn over the original copies of transfer of certificate of title, tax declaration, tax clearance for both land and improvement. Also, don't forget to ask the notary public or a lawyer to make an acknowledgement receipt aside of the extrajudicial settlement with absolute sale. Next step, after they execute the extrajudicial settlement of estate, they need to publish it to the newspaper of general circulation for 3 consecutive weeks. The purpose of this is to notify the heirs who had no knowledge or did not participate in the settlement, or to notify the other people that this property is subject for the estate settlement. And if the estate owner has a debt to other people, this is to notify the creditors that they have a right to chase the estate of the deceased. When the publication of newspaper of general circulation is done, you need to get the affidavit of publication from the publisher. This is the one of the requirements to use in BIR and Registry of Deeds. Estate tax. The deadline of payment of estate tax is within a year from the date of the death of the decedent. If the extrajudicial is with absolute sale, you need to pay the CGT or capital gain tax within 30 days of the following sale. Take note, usually the seller is the one should pay it, but again, it depends on your agreement. The tax rate of estate tax is 6% of the total of net taxable estate. It's good to pay the estate tax nowadays because our government have the amnesty program extended until June 14, 2023. In this program, all the estate tax that not able to pay prior to December 31, 2017, they can pay it in the lower rate, which is 6% compared in the old rate of 20%. The good side of this is you can pay the estate tax in lower rate without penalty. You should head off to the appropriate BIR RDO where the permanent home of the deceased was located. But since we don't have BIR office here in Siquijor, they asked us to go to BIR Dumaguete, which is close to us. You need to talk to the one-time transaction officer or ONET and go through the calculation with him or her. Another tip is better if you try to figure out his or her schedule and his or her personal contact information. It's best to stick to one throughout the process. If all your documents are in order, you should be able to do this relatively quickly. After you've calculated the estate tax to be paid, you will need to actually pay it at the authorized agent bank. In our case, we didn't reach the bank cut-off in Dumaguete, and we need to go back to Siquijor at that time, so they suggest us to pay in Land Bank, which is located at Larena. Once you get the bank machine validation on the proof of payment, go to BIR to present it and receive your certificate authorizing registration. Issuance of CAR may take months depending on the relevant BIR office. Once the CAR or Certificate Authorizing Registration release, the next step is go back to Registry of Deeds and bring the documents that they need to process the transfer of title. You need to pay the registration fee to Register of Deeds, then after that, wait until a certain period of time, more or less 1 to 2 months to release the title under your name.
Be patient. It's a time-consuming process. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and if you guys find this video helpful, don't forget to hit thumbs up and click the notification button for more lifestyle tips. Goodbye!